have to give yourself grace. You have to give yourself grace, bro. It's okay that you don't know. It's okay that you made a mistake. It's okay that you didn't get it right. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Tell yourself that it's okay. Yo! Welcome back. All of my angels and saints. It's your boy, Ray Simpson. Listen, we family. We family. You can do embarrassing things in front of family, you feel me? I ain't no dancer, but we family, so I can dance with you, cuz. I can dance with you, bro. I can dance with you, sis. Let's dance, you feel me? Alright, so before we get too carried away, thank y'all for dealing with my shenanigans. Today's topic is befriend yourself, be your own best friend. This thought process came from me being out in California. If you haven't listened to my last testimony video, you should definitely check that testimony video out. It's a series. I'm going to call that series Kidnapped by God. That's kind of what I feel like that's going to be a book. I'm going to write a book about that. It's going to be my life story and how God... I've been kidnapped by God, bro. And ever since I'm walking with him, willingly walking with him. And so... That testimony is very I'm like, which way you pointing, bro? That testimony is very much so very powerful, and I would love for you to listen to it, and hopefully that it speaks to you and it gets you to try something new, to be a little fearless and take a leap of faith on something. And so while being out there, God had isolated me, you guys. I was put into an isolated state. I didn't have all of the comforts of being at home. I didn't have my mom. I didn't have my dad. I didn't have my siblings. I didn't have my best friends. I didn't have the homies. I didn't have females that I knew. Like everything, I was in a foreign land. Literally, I'm Moses, bro. I'm in Abraham. I'm in a foreign land, dog. And so when you're in a foreign land, you are forced to be with yourself. You are forced to be on your own. You have to... I think it's a luxury. Let me just say that. I think it's a luxury to be able to talk to yourself negatively. Like, you got the comfort of mom coming to be like, pick you up. She's sitting you down. I'm gonna pick you up or whatnot. When you by yourself, you don't got that luxury, bro. I didn't have that luxury no more not that I was like a Debbie Downer or anything. I've always had a very lively spirit. I've always been like just energy. I consider myself to be a ambivert, which is a mix between introvert, extrovert. I have moments where I'm extra extroverted, and I have moments where I'm super introverted, right? Or I just want to be by myself. And so I like to think of myself as being an ambivert. And so that had me like, I'm a thinker. I like to think. And so I found myself being out here by myself, and I didn't have the luxury of talking to myself negatively. And so I had to really be my own best friend. With everything that transpired in the past year or so, I was just thinking to myself how I was talking to myself at the airport, and just small little moments where I needed to big myself up because I couldn't afford to be off my game, to get caught slipping in this new land by myself. And so I thought like, if I was talking to one of the homies and they was going through something, I'm going to show them grace. I'm going to show them love. I'm going to pick them up. I'm going to speak life into them. There were so many things that I would do for a homie that I wasn't doing for myself. And so I had to ask myself, bro, do you love these people, this person, whoever it is, your mama, your daddy, your brother, your sister, your homie, your friend, your best friend, your girlfriend, do you love them more than you love yourself? I had to genuinely answer that question. I had to look at myself, I had to go deep within and really answer, do I love these people more than I love myself? Now, my answer was no, but the way that I was treating them said everything but what I was telling myself, right? And so that made me start doing the work. All right, I had to start everything that I would do for my best friend, everything that I would, how I would show up for them, I had to now in return show up for myself in that way. And so I just got a couple of just a couple of tips, a couple of pointers that I was just documenting things, on my process, on my journey, just thinking about things that help me become a better me, 1% better. That's one of the slogans that we gon' coin, however you say that phrase around here. It's gonna be 1% better, y'all. We just trying to be 1% better every day. Let's just be 1% better. And so, in my deep thoughts, the things that I spoke to myself was, I'm gonna just give y'all these tips, and hopefully you take them and you go use them for yourself. So, I don't know if I added a transition right there. I think that was kind of funny. I might leave it. All right. So, first thing first, befriending yourself or being your own best friend, you have to show up for you. You have to be there for you. You got to be there. When you need you, you got to be there for you, bro. However that looks like, whatever that looks like. And so that means just showing up for you. You got to be present for you. The same way that you would be there for a best friend, the same way you would speak life into them, you got to do that for yourself. So you got to be there. You got to show up. You got to be present for you. Second thing, speak life into you. In this book, the book of the Bible, Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, one of the many things that he said is life and death is in the power of the tongue. How are you using the power that's been granted to you through your tongue, that God has bestowed upon you? How are you using that? Are you speaking life into you? Are you speaking life into the situations around you? Are you speaking life into your finances? Are you speaking life into your career? Are you speaking life into your ideas? Are you speaking life into your, just any situation that you're dealing with? Like, are you cursing yourself? Are you dooming yourself? Are you doomed before it even, are you giving God an opportunity to show you a miracle, to show you, that he is there and that he can pop out and he can show you that he truly is who he is? Or you just like, you ain't got no hope. You ain't got no faith. Like, hope is faith is this substance of hope for. I'm gonna put the scripture up on the screen, but hope allows you to move, man. Like when you're hopeful, you're like, oh, I'm hoping that, you're hopeful. It gives you a little more energy, a little bit more boost. So you should speak those type of situations into your life or whatnot. And so that is number 2. Number 3, you gotta support you. This kind of falls in line with number 1, which is being there for you, but you gotta support you, bro. I don't care if you got a job. I don't care if you got a business. I don't care what it is you got to support yourself, bro. You got to pay you first, whatever that looks like. You need to put something aside for you so that you feel supported. The same way that you would show up for a friend and support them, emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially, mentally, however you would support a friend, you have to be able to support yourself the same way. And so I challenge you to show up for you in the same way that you would show up for somebody in support, however that looks like. If it's money, if it's giving somebody money for lunch, to give yourself money for some lunch. If it's speaking life into a person, speak life. If it's being there spiritually for a person, speak spiritually into you. Support you the same way that you support your best friends, your friends, whatever. Befriend you and be your own best friend. Number 4, uplift you. When you catch yourself slipping, when you catch yourself falling into a sinkhole, you catch yourself spiraling, going down, uplift you. These are all interconnected. How do you uplift you? You uplift you by speaking life into you. You uplift you by being there for you. You uplift you by supporting you. Like, uplift you, bro. Sometimes you need to just go to the gym. For people who need the gym. Sometimes you just need to go to the mall. Sometimes you need a I like my pick me up meal is Chipotle. Sometimes I just need some Chipotle. I gotta uplift myself. I need to feel better right now. You don't want to make these things idols. You don't want to make these things gods, but you want to uplift yourself. You want you to, to whatever you got to do to help yourself bounce back quicker, And so, uplift yourself. Number 5. Listen, I don't know Flavor Flav. Like, I didn't grow up listening to Flav. I grew up watching Flav on TV. That was really one of the first reality TV shows. If you watch Flavor Flav, I forgot what it was even, the House of Flav or the Love of Flav or something like that. And you was old enough to remember that. You dating yourself, but that's what I know of Flav. But doing research and pops telling me like, yo, like Flav was him. Like, always had a clock. That's why he always gave the girls a clock, rose and all of that. Like, Flav was known for being a hype man. So number 5 is be your own hype man. Be the best hype man that you can be. Talk yourself up. Big yourself up. Do it humbly, but do it confidently. Don't be arrogant. Be confident. It's two sides of the coin. Heads is confidence. Tails is arrogance. You don't never want to be arrogant. You don't never want to rub somebody the wrong way. But you don't never want somebody to step on you. You don't want nobody to think that you don't feel good about yourself. You're not secure in yourself. If you're not secure in yourself, there are a lot of things that help you build that up. And the first 4 tips that I gave you can help you build the confidence to want to be your own hype man and to motivate yourself. You got to motivate yourself, y'all. You got to be your own hype man. You got to be the best version. That's going to help you and allow you to be the best version of yourself. So, man, motivate yourself, dog. Be a hype man. Woo, woo. Like, yo, RSP. Like, bro, you got to be, I'm an angel, I'm a saint, I'm an angel, I'm a saint. Like, whatever it is, dog. Kanye, I don't condone it, but like, I am a god. Like, you cannot, for whatever you want to say about Ye, you cannot say that man was not a confident man. He was confident in who he was called to be. I think so. Maybe it was a facade, but sometimes you got to be a little crazy with your confidence. Sometimes you got to believe in yourself in a way that won't nobody else believe in you. You got to believe in the undoable, the unseeable, the unthinkable to get it done. If like, I ain't gonna say that. I don't think we went to the moon, but if Neil Armstrong say he made it to the moon and he ain't think it was possible, then why would he do it? It was like, if you don't think big enough, you won't ever get big enough. If you always thinking small, you gonna always get small. It takes the same brain power to create a button as it do to create a palace. So use that power to create palaces in your life and not just buttons, bro. They so mundane. Buttons. I love buttons, but buttons. This is number 6. Never be hard. Never be too hard on yourself. It's cool to be hard on yourself, to not let yourself slack, to be consistent, to be persistent, but never be too hard on yourself, bro. Don't get to yourself. Don't get to the point where you are talking negatively to yourself, right? You calling yourself stupid or ugly or just very low vibrational terms that truthfully doesn't resonate what God says about you. So if you want to know, they can't move forward. If you want to know how to not be hard on you, go see what God says about you, and you can build yourself on what God says about you, because His word is always the same and never change. He's not a liar. So if He's saying that I am to be strong, then I am to be strong. If He's calling me to be impactful, then I am to be impactful. If He's calling me to be loving, I'm meant to be loving. Like, loving don't mean to everybody else and not to myself. You understand what I'm saying? So never be too hard on yourself, bro. Never be too hard on yourself. So that's number 6. Number 7, get into a routine of just like having like affirmations, not in the worldly sense, affirmations, but biblically. Like, say to yourself what God says about you. I'm a child of God. I am loved. God will not forsake me, so I am not alone. Even if I am weak, God gives me strength to be strong. By doing your due diligence of being in your word, You can come up with affirmations that support what God says about you, and that you can support it by being yourself. Yo, I am strong. I am confident. I am loving. I am caring. I am supportive. I am kind. I'm nice. I'm sharing. I'm not a pushover. I'm not a rollover. I don't, just, get in a rhythm, a momentum, consistency of just speaking affirmations over your life. Which is, like I said, all of these things are interconnected. So yeah, that's number 7. Number 8. This is a big one, bro. You have to give yourself grace. You have to give yourself grace, bro. It's okay that you don't know. It's okay that you made a mistake. It's okay that you didn't get it right. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Tell yourself that it's okay. You are not. Bro, we make mistakes. We sin. But God has blessed us with the ability to be under the law of grace and not under just the law. Jesus Christ was born a man. He was born a man. He died. He was buried, and he was resurrected for you and I. And so that put us under the law of grace. So God has grace. God is kind. He will allow for you to you have a little bit more time to come and to walk with him. Allow yourself grace, y'all. That's so important, man. You get your friends grace, you get people grace all the time around you. But the moment you mess up, you want to be super hard on yourself. You want to be you want to be rah with you. Like, no, man. Again, be your own best friend. Befriend yourself. Tell yourself you love you. Tell yourself you there for you. Tell yourself you got you. You want to go do something, go do it. You don't need nobody to go do it. Go do it. Go do it. Go do it by yourself. Because everybody ain't interested in what you're interested in, and you start to build your identity around around the things that you do with other people, and so you lose a piece of yourself, your individuality, your eclecticness, your differentness. You lose a piece of that when you always got to do things for everybody. Listen, I'm really challenging you. I'm really pushing you. Take yourself out on a date, man. Go get your nails done, dog. It's clean. It's hygienic. Women love it, bro. If you a guy, women love it. Go find you. Go to Macy's. Go to if not Macy's, go to Target. Like, you can find you a good cologne in so many different places, bro. Like, you don't even realize it. Go find you some scents. Scents make you feel good. Scents build up your confidence. Be there for yourself, bro. Show up for yourself and go do things by yourself, for yourself, man. Self-care is not selfish. Showing yourself self-care is not being selfish. I just want that to be said. And so, last but not least, number 9 is show yourself forgiveness. You got to be willing to forgive you. You got to be willing to forgive you for not knowing. You got to be willing to forgive you for making mistakes. You got to be willing to forgive you for just for whatever it may be in your life that has happened prior to where you are right now. This is all our first time here. So grace and forgiveness go hand in hand. This is all our first time here. You got to be willing to show up, to show grace, to forgive yourself, and to realize that, yo, this is my first time. I ain't got all the answers. This is honestly true story. This is what helped me forgive my dad. Me and my dad didn't have the greatest relationship, bro. From youth to 18, nah. It wasn't until I was 18 I started making my own mistakes. I got kicked out of my high school that I told you all about briefly. I found myself losing opportunities to play basketball at another level. Like, it was going through all of that and realizing that, dang, bro, I'm making mistakes and I don't know all the answers. So Imagine a 23 or 24 or 25-year-old with a kid not having the answers, who didn't have a father figure always prevalent or present in his life to show him right from wrong, to show him all of the things, right? He had a lot of siblings and all of that. Could easily be like, yo, bro, you should have known what to do. We feel like, yo, you're my dad. You're my mom. You're supposed to know what to do. Bro, this their first time, dog. It's their first time. So I am challenging you to, yes, this is about us befriending our own selves, and to forgive us, but I'm asking you to forgive others the same way that you need to forgive yourself, the same way that Jesus has forgiven us, bro. God was sinless. God he ain't commit no sins. We committed the sins. And we are still committing sins to this day. And God is still forgiving us. God is still bringing us in. He's still covering us with grace. He's still putting us in positions to have better opportunities. And if God can do that for you, why can't you do that for somebody else? So I challenge you to show somebody grace, show somebody forgiveness as you've shown it to yourself. Listen, this has been another video. This one was about befriending yourself, being your own best friend. If you made it this far, I would love for you to hit the comment section, drop something down below, share a testimony, share something that stuck out with you, a highlighted point, interact with the other angels and saints in this community. Let's build this community. Let's build it strong. Hit the like button so that we can get tossed into the algorithm, so that we can start to grow and find other like-minded individuals who are also on this journey and on this path of trying to become 1% better every day. And hit the subscribe button, man. Do me a favor, bro. Hit the subscribe button for me. I ain't asking for nothing else, nothing more than just the subscribe button. So that'll do me good. I can't wait to see subscriptions and subscribers, which is essentially just family coming in. Like, I can't wait to meet my new cousins, my new brothers, my new sisters, my new uncles, my new aunties, my new grandpas, my new grandpas. I can't wait to just continue to build this community, man. Hey, y'all already know what time it is. It's all love on this side, man. Until we see each other in person. Love. And yeah, this was another video. RSP. Out. Peace.